Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
54, line 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
61, Matchbox Lights. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
ready.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, it's Weaver. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's caught. Block it.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
On the ready.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. I'm scared.
Hit it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Yeah, this is taken at the 23. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready, 10 Lobo.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah.
Leo, be dribble.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
He's checking.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
It wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Bravo.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson.
We got this.
Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his target. It's Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the game? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check 50.
You're out. Big Griffin.
A run for Weber. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
18, Gator.
Check, 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 check.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
54 Mike.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Now back to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Let's stop. Let's stop.
A gain of 9 brings up
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
with the score. Steelers 14, Chargers 0.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
59, Mike the 50.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
2 yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 8.
6 guys.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
It's a gain of 20.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
You draw Corker.
Joker.
Hey, lock it.
Check 24, check 24.
Lee Griffin.
Now Weber. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down. It's Weaver. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14,
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Snap.
He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That was a first down pickup of 8. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run on first down. Weber.
Get there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
54.
In your face.
Ready.
2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Greystone travel.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team.
Get it.
Hey, watch this.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up.
Watch out.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 48-yard line.
Here we go,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready,
We'll
ready.
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Exit.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
50 plant.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we are.
Go.
They'll drop the throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They'll set up to throw. He lets it fly into a double team, and it's intercepted. His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's get some penetration.
Hurry, hurry.
Check 37.
Get it.
10th carry now for Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
Okay, ready?
44. Mike, 44. Good. Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike's 59.
Check pass.
Snap.
On first down, it's McGee, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 30.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drive.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Let's go one more.
Back to throw here. He's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Weber. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's caught. Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man, he's got it. The tight end, Hockenson. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, double up.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep it.
Play action. They'll throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
18 Gator.
Man up, D.
Deep grip.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Hey, Haywood.
Now back to throw. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
3 down. Go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
3 down. Deuce.
6'6", bullet high. 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Time to go. Night.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Squeeze, double up.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Let's go.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Come on,
the previous run, good for 9.
Gator.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
132 fighter. Go. Hit it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the moment trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set.
Check, 59, 59. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's McGee. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll steal a first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 30 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Hey, Echo!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
You must be dreaming. Watch safety green.
Pilot, 64, weak. They go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Go. 90, Wolf.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby.
Let's go.
They'll run again here with Weber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave one more off this lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 18, Gator.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.